Boys, it's been a while since we've done a best team in Madden. So we're not going to really do a best team in Madden. I'm just going to talk about my favorite cards that I'm using currently and the why. And I'm not saying, hey man, you have to go out and use this card, because guess what? There's a ton of cards that are probably really similar to this, but it makes sense for me to be like, hey guys, these are the ones that I really enjoy. And if you're looking to switch things up and maybe try a card, it's a good video for you. Let's start out today on, let's start out on offense. We like offense, right? Okay. We've had a chance to use a bunch of tight ends, and this may sound a little biased, but Tony G has been my favorite, right? And there's something about him. Yeah, he's 6'5", he's speed, like it's a great card. He gets 2 0 AP abilities, and of course, since he's a Ring of Honor card, he's going to be a little pricier. But there's something about, like, it's not, oh, he catches the ball. I think everyone catches the ball, right? It's after the catch, he's really maneuverable for a tight end, which to me is huge. And I don't know what makes it that way. Is it the change of direction? I don't know, but he's not clunky. Someone like Parham that I had tried out and stuff, kind of felt a little clunky to me, to be honest. You know, Harold Carmichael at tight end is kind of a little clunky. Tony doesn't feel clunky at all. I'm not, maybe it's just a size thing, maybe it's change direction thing, but this card at tight end for me, outstanding. And again, 0 AP for short in and red zone threat is outstanding. Tony Gonzalez, to me, my favorite tight end. Again, we're not talking about best, I'm talking about my personal favorite, CC's personal favorites. We've talked about this card quite a bit. It's obviously going to be Josh Allen, wide receiver, right? And again, he gets an ability, right here. Short in for 0 is perfectly fine. This card, maybe my sleeper favorite card of the year. 6'5", 260 at receiver, massive human being. And again, the stats obviously look great. They look great, and a lot of you guys like to run the ball. This man can block for you. He just does. I don't know exactly what it is, but 90 run block is pretty good. We don't look at run block power, run block finesse. We just look at run block. And then again, since he's in the open field, maybe a little impact block is kind of nice as well. That's up at 97. And again, is he shifty after he catches the ball? Not so much. Again, maybe she's just a little too big or something, whatever that threshold is. Again, we say Tony is feels good after the catch. This card does not, but again, I'm not really worried about that, because there's always little receivers. You can always kind of get a hold of those guys. I've just been all on this card, man, for so long, and I love this card. It pains me when he's not in my lineup when I'm doing videos, to be honest. When we go to running back, again, you talk about quad father. For me, it's still Flash. This card just is better. For whatever the reason is, he's just a better card. He does absolutely everything. He legitimately ended the running back market. Yes, with a lot of these theme team remix cards, which could get X factors, people have been using those. I tell you what, I use this card and I use Eric Dickerson. Not even close. It wasn't even close. Stats wise, they look very similar. This card is just better. Okay, he's just better, right? Now, when we talk about quarterback here, who could you use? Honestly, so many. There's so many that you could use. Desmond Ridder for me. Again, talk about my personal preference. I don't need the fastest quarterbacks in the world and stuff. Yes, with all the boosts now, a lot of these quarterbacks are super fast. He's 99 speed, right? Again, for me, this card has played insanely well. He does everything super good. Everything I could ask for. The only thing would be if he was 2 AP instead of 3, that would be nice. And if you wanted to do that, there's golden ticket quarterbacks. There's that Aaron Rodgers. You have choices, boys. You got a lot of choices. You go pick who you want. But for me, this card has just played really well. Really well. As good as any other quarterback, and especially at a price point really quite low. Now, I have not tried the new Derrick Henry quarterback. Maybe we will once we get him kind of upgraded a little bit. But for me, like, those cards just stand out to me, completely stand out. And if you guys know, we use a lot of cards as we go through stuff. A lot of it is on the gameplay channel, just_CC. If you guys aren't following that, and like you don't care about Madden 23 gameplay, that's fine. But Madden 24 is around the corner, and that's where our gameplays are going to be. So you might want to go over there and sort of catch up on what we've been doing. But offense there, I'm not worried about offensive linemen. Give me one. I want one from you guys. Offensive card that is your favorite that you have used. Boys, NFL is around the corner. We are pretty close, and you can start getting into it right now with Prize Picks and their NFL season entries. I don't like to use the word lock so much, but Desmond Ridder, 15.5 passing touchdowns this season. We got to go more on that, right? So that is my one for today. I'm going to be filling out an entry for that. Not sure who else I'm going to fill in with it just yet, but that's what we're going to be doing. Again, if you guys want to get in on the action early before lines and all that sort of stuff changes, go check out Prize Picks. You can go to the website, you can download the app. Either way, once you do that, make sure you use my code CC. It's 2 letters. It's pretty easy. And once you do that, you sign up. It will match your first deposit up to $100. You can put in 10 if you want, and they'll give you 10. You put in 25, they're going to give you 25. That is the deal going on right now. Let's get back into the video. I appreciate you guys and all your support with our sponsor of Prize Picks. Boys, it's defensive time. And here's the interesting part about defense, okay? So many of these cards are very, very similar. Offense is the same thing, but defense, again, it's really, 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 really similar. You would probably see people talk about using free safety Julius Peppers as a user. I don't have him, okay? It's kind of an obvious. Let's talk about some of these other cards which just play above the ratings still to me. Number 1, the MVP of my defense this year is Kevin Byard. Crazy. Again, I play him at safety itself, free safety. He's a 98 overall. If you did and you got your game changers tokens, you can get 2 0 AP abilities. That's pretty nice. Acrobat, deep out zone, and pick artist for my money on this card. Absolutely insanely good. I don't know why he plays better than the other guys that we have tried and used at safety, at corner, with similar ability buckets. This card just plays really, really well. He's not expensive if you have the tokens, and so often everyone wants to get as many 0 AP abilities on the field at a time. Why is he not in your roster? He should be on the field somewhere. Throw him at corner, throw him at safety, throw him at user. Oh, he's 5'11". I don't really care all that much. This card should be on your field, boys. Like, I wouldn't lie to you. I promise you that. I promise you I wouldn't lie to you. Now, the next card that I want to talk about here on defense is going to be J-Ron Curse. Now, I play him at corner. You could user him. Sure. You could put him at strong safety. Sure. I think for me, the way I play, this is going to be very particular. I don't necessarily run cover 2, but I put my outside corners in what we call flat zone very often. I want the biggest, tallest people there. And I've got a golden ticket token in him, so he gets flat zone, pick artist, and acrobat. Not a lot of people are acrobat fans. If you do what I do, you'll be an acrobat fan. 6'4". If you guys remember watching our No Money Spent series, J-Ron Curse was a No Money Spent MVP here as well. Outstanding card. Whoever made this, thank you. I love this card. He makes so many more plays. And my opposite side corner is Lester Hayes, who gets universal coverage and is always active, basically. This card makes more plays. Okay? This card makes more plays with the setup that I have, the way I play. He just does. Okay? Now, for user, you can pick who you want. right? I like using Ryan Neal still. Again, more AP out there. We've got Muku Amu as another user, plays outstanding for me as well. No reason, in honest truth, to do anything different with replacing those cards, unless it was someone I just wanted to use. When it comes to the rest of this stuff, honorable mention goes to this John Madden defensive tackle card. I don't know why. He plays insanely great every single time I play against him. I don't think mine does anything, but he thrashes me, so I gotta throw him on the list, and you guys can go get him. For pass rush, for whatever reason, Shaq Leonard still comes to the top of the list. He does. You got him active with his AKA X factors. I mean, okay, it makes sense when you look at the stats on here. He's a perfect card, a little undersized. That's fine. He has sacked me more than any player in this game and has more sacks for me than any player in this game. He still holds true. The Maniac is indeed the Maniac out here. You can use other cards. You could use DeMarcus Lawrence. You could use Greg Russo. You could use Theme Team Remix X Factor cards. And I have. And they don't put up the numbers this man does. I don't know why. I don't know why. A lot of this time we talk about cards. I don't know why. Maybe there's a trait or something behind the scenes, but that's it. These are the cards which cannot leave my team. They won't leave my team. Kevin Byard will be there. Shaq Leonard will be there. J-Ron Curse will be there. Tony will be there. Patterson will be there. Josh Allen will be there. Ritter could change, but again, quarterback's just going to be personal preference. Those cards aren't going anywhere. They're not going anywhere. And again, we look at the specialists. Again, I said Ryan Neal and Muku Amu here. Okay, that's fine. These guys have to be on my field. I like the way that they play. They make my team better. They help me win in maybe those real close games, or they open up a close game into a blowout and stuff like that. Again, this is just for me. You guys are going to have your own personal preferences, and I'm not saying go buy all these cards. I'm just giving you guys my advice for someone who plays the game a lot, who has a deep knowledge of the game and does a lot with it. This is the way I truly feel. And if you guys have a card on defense now, put it in the comments section. I want to look. Have I tried that card? Do I agree with you? Do I disagree with you? Here's the crazy thing. We're at the end of the video. I'm going to give you 5 seconds of bonus content. I don't know if you can tell. My shaver died when I was shaving my head this morning, so you can kind of see a line. That's your bonus content, boys, because you stayed around. Love you guys. I'm out. Peace.